In this video, we are going to demonstrate to you how a dental management system works. But before anything else, let us define what is a database management system. A database management system is a software package designed to define, manipulate, retrieve, and manage data in a database. It includes buttons with specific commands. For further elaboration of how it works, just keep on watching. The first thing that you will see when you open the dental management system is the menu. When you click on the menu, it will lead you to the list of different forms present in the database. Each form will be discussed and demonstrated further in this video. To start off, let's go first to the patient form.
This patient form has 10 different records of a patient profile. This patient profile is a set of information about an individual patient. The patient profile consists of 7 field names such as the patient's ID, patient's last name, first name, middle initial, address, birth date, and lastly the patient's age. You can search for the specific record of a patient using the Search Profile button. You can also edit and save a profile using the Save button or add another profile using the Add Profile button. Click the Undo button if you accidentally type or erase something. Do not click the Delete button unless you want to erase the whole information of a patient in the record. Another option for viewing the patient's information is the View Record button. But this button will give you all the records that are inputted in the form. Note that this form is only for the patient's profile or the patient's record. You can only input the patient's information based on the 7 field name that I mentioned earlier.
Hello everyone, so the next in the menu is the supplies form. So, what do we have here in a dental supplies form? As you can see from the word itself, we have here the list of important dental supplies in every dental office. But what is the purpose of this form? Well, the answer is to avoid any blaming going on, like who is in charge of keeping the inventory under control, who should order which supplies, and so on and so forth. You see, none of us wanted to be caught in the middle of a situation like this with one thinking the other is responsible for inventory control and supply purchase. That is why the easiest way is to have an accounting for necessary supplies so the practice never runs short. So here, as you can see, we have the 7 different kinds of button. The Search Supplies button, the View Record button, the Add Supply button, the Save button, the Undo button, Delete button, and Debug button. Here in the Search Supplies button, we use this to search for a specific record of supplies in our table or form. While in the View Record button, we use this in order for us to see all the data that we have here in the dental supplies. We can also add more record by simply clicking the Add Supply button and just give every information that is being asked, and after that, you can now click the Save button. But of course, if we have an Add Save button, we should also have a Delete or Undo button. The purpose of these buttons are just the opposite of the Add and the Save button.
In this demonstration video, I'll be talking about the dental medicine, which is one of the essential features. The first stop, here in menu, I'm going to tackle the medicine part by clicking the medicine. It pops out the dental medicine form, which I can see the patient information. Also, there are active buttons that will help me to search, undo, delete, update, and view report the patient information. Medicine prescribed is very important to have the saved information in the system because the doctors want to know the history of the patient meds before accessing other procedures. Throughout the years, more and more patients come to the clinic. Thus, there are plenty of different information and their needs. Furthermore, I would like to search for my patient information without spending a lot of time searching for that specific patient. For example, I want to search Miss Cole information to read again my prescribed medicine to her. So I'm going to click the search button and type Cole, then click Find Next and close the search. Now, I can clearly see that useful information without spending so much time in searching. Now, how can I update the patient information? The first thing to do is to click anything that I want to edit in his or her information. For example, the patient medicine Mr. Galura has 10 ml of Pivadon iodine, and now I want to change into Biodentine. By clicking here, the medicine changed into Biodentine Med. Then click Save Profile button. However, if I have mistaken the medicine, I just click the Undo button. On the other hand, the Add Profile is used for when the new patient comes to the clinic and has no record. This is the Add button to add new record. By clicking the button, you can start adding personal information on the form and save it. However, if you want to delete this information, I just click the Delete button, then click Yes for confirmation to be deleted. After knowing all the adding, searching, updating, and deleting information, I want to view all the list of the patient information, and that is by clicking the View Report. The View Report offers a view of all summarized information in my database from the dental medicine form.
So the fourth menu is the treatment form. This is where you can see and input the personal information and the treatment that will be performed on the patients. As you can see, there are 7 field names where you can input the information, namely patient ID, last name, first name, middle initial, age, the service, and its price. The search button on the upper left side is where you are able to find the name or any information about the patient. The Add button is where you can create a new treatment form that enables you to input a new patient's details. After filling the form, if you want it to be recorded, just click the Save button. If you want to erase the information, then click the Undo button, and the Delete button enables to remove a recorded data. Lastly, the View Record button shows the whole treatment report and presents all the details of the recorded data.
This is our appointment form, which is divided in 5 categories. First is the patient's ID, which help us to easily find the documents of our patients. Second is the patient's name, to recognize our patients easily. Third is the appointment date, to avoid overloaded schedule of our doctors. Fourth is the appointment time, to ensure that the patient can spend quality time with their doctors and to give a remarkable service. And lastly, the concern, which serves as the help for the doctors to determine what treatment should be given to their patients.
The buttons here on the patient's appointment form is just similar to the buttons of the previous form that was discussed. The search button enables you to search or locate a specific patient and the date and time of his appointment. The Add button lets you add another patient or information. And when you click the Save button, it automatically saves the information that you added, while the Delete button deletes the specific record. The View Record button shows all the recorded information about the patients and their appointments. And that is the end of our demonstration. We hope you learned something from us. To finally end this video, we would like to introduce ourselves to you.